Hello, this is Peggy, the former spokesperson for the American Cultural Memory and/or Cultural Tradition Complaint Department. I think I said that backwards. American Cultural Tradition and/or Cultural Memory Complaint Department. And the current head and/or chief and/or director and/or director head chief and/or chief head director and/or director chief head of the Stochastic Intelligence Agency. And I know all you American taxpayers out there are very concerned, not understanding exactly how the taxes are going to work this season, and because since we've had a month of government shutdown, certainly we expect the government to refund all the money that was taken out of our jobs if we don't work for the federal government, and it was taken out. Now, of course, if you did work for the federal government in October of this month, and then maybe November and December too, we don't know that government shutdown is still going on. So obviously, if you didn't work and you didn't get paid, well, you don't get any of your tax money back because you didn't put any money in. Because you couldn't get paid, did you? And so this really applies, to those of us who do not work for the federal government and received income in the month of October of 2025, and it's still going on. So this, we'll show you, how to adjust for all this stuff. Anyway, certainly, you get all of that money back that was collected and taken out of. For taxes, and given to the federal government, since they were shut down and they have no use, for that money anyway. And so, what we're gonna do here is, I'm going to call, this is Mr. Scott Bessent, and he's the Secretary of the Treasury and therefore in charge of the IRS. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and call him and discuss the matter and how we get that money back that was taken out of our paychecks for the month of October while there was government shutdown. And since they didn't use none of that money, the government being federal government being shut down, how we get all that that federal money that was taken out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to call Mr. Scott Bessent. Here we go. Go ahead and call.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again, or dial 611 for customer assistance.
I'm going to go ahead and try that again. I'm going to go ahead and try that again. Okay, there he is. There he is. We got him on the phone. Yes. Hello, this is Turkey calling for Mr. Scott Bessent, Secretary of the Treasury. Am I speaking to Mr. Scott Bessent?
Yes, you're speaking to Mr. Scott Bessent. I'm the Secretary of the Treasury. Who did you say you are?
This is Turkey, and I've got a few questions about how the American people, the American public that you extract money from, and then during the government shutdown. So how they get that money back?
That's not the way that it works, Turkey. We just keep that money, and there's not really much you can do about it.
I'm sorry, I don't get it. You didn't do anything with the money that you took out of our paychecks, and all those people were jobless for a month, and maybe more, because it's still on, right?
Yes, the government is still shut down, and we're still extracting money from all of you.
Okay, so that's not getting. I'm going to go ahead and, in spite of the suggestion, I'm going to go ahead and inform my viewers and my listeners what I think is the proper way of handling this situation. And I have to say, Mr. Bessent, that you haven't really justified or explained in any manner, that seems reasonable to me, why you get to keep all that money.
I don't work for you, Turkey. I don't work for you or the American public. I work for Emperor Donald J. Trump. And I don't owe you any type of explanation whatsoever. How much money do you make, Turkey?
How much money do I make? I don't see how that has anything.
Because I'm a very wealthy man. I don't have time for this.
Oh, I think he hung up on me. Anyway, okay, so that wasn't very useful. Since he hung up on me, I'm gonna go ahead and close him out here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the calculator. I'm gonna try to figure this out. Okay, so if the you gotta figure out how much money is taken out of your taxes and that goes to the federal government every month. So, okay, let's just make it an easy number to deal with. I'm gonna move this calculator to more to the center of the screen here. These are those as we discussed before, the redwoods in the background. All right, so let's just make it simple. Okay, say the government is taking out $100 a month, and they were shut down for a month. Let's say that the government opens shortly, and let's not worry about those few extra days, the extra six days or whatever it is on 36-day count. Okay, so $100. They took out $100 and they were shut down for 1 month. And so what we got to do is we got to let's see, how does this work now? So we're gonna pay. Okay, so we're gonna ask them for. Here, watch. I'll do this. So they're only open for 11 months. So we're gonna multiply by 11, and then we're gonna divide by 12. All right, so this is what you want to ask the government for. If you were paying $100 a month to the federal government, federal income taxes, then you got to ask them to refigure that out and multiply this by, this is what you want to be paying, so multiply this by 12. So you were paying this much before, you're paying $1,200, now you're going to multiply this by 12, times 12. You were paying $1,200, but now you're only going to be paying $1,100. You see what I'm doing? So, right there, that's you got to ask the government for $100 back, okay? And let's see, so try this again. Okay, say they stay open for say the government shuts down for another month. All right, so I'm gonna go 100 times 10 divided by 12 equals. That's how much you're paying a month. Then and then times 12. Actually, we really didn't even need to divide and then multiply. We could have just done it that way. So, okay, so then that means that they owe you $200 back, okay? And I'm pretty sure that it's going to work out this way since we used this one. Let's see. Is that right? $200. How much are we originally paying? Yeah, so they owe you $200, right? Okay, so same with the other one. 900. It's going to be $900, right? You see the pattern here? So how much are they going to owe you back? Okay, so if they stay closed through December, right, on Christmas Day, and they open up on Christmas Day, or whatever it is, like January 1st, government reopens, okay, they're going to owe you $300. So you're going to have to ask the government, and that's before. So this is before you actually pay any taxes. So say you're paying zero money in taxes, right? You're still going to get $300 back, okay? And if you're paying, let's say you're paying additionally, right, to whatever is going on. We got to get rid of that stuff. Okay, so let's say you're paying $100 to the federal government extra, and this is what you owe them at the end of the time. So you're going to get your $300 back, and then you're not going to owe them this much. You're going to owe them, just take off $10 for every month they're shut down, okay? And then that's pretty much, I think that's right. I'm pretty close to right. Anyway, you get the general idea. And I don't think there's any point calling Mr. Besson, because he just got an attitude. I think he was at that party. I think he was at that Monster Mash. That's probably what it was. All right, this is Turkey. Enjoy the second month of government shutdown, and stay safe out there. Have a nice day.